poppin' YouTube? It's your girl Leah Mac back on the channel. We're in my room. Got some mango green tea, peach, drawing, whatever. You know, sit back, relax, get some snacks. I just ate like not too long ago, so I'm cool on that. But we're gonna sit down, we're gonna chit chat, we're gonna take these dookie braids out. I did my edges off camera because I was not gonna sit here and look like a house slave. But, you know, for my hair, I'm really just gonna be using some oil. This is some Garnier Fructis. Again, this is not no tutorial. Why are you trying to learn from me? I don't even know what else. That's not what's important. I just wanted to sit down and talk. So, I'm gonna start from, I don't even know what side to start from, but I did these like a couple days ago. I called myself, I was like, yo, I'm gonna do some plaits, some knotless on myself. Girl, it's about 5 braids in my head in total. Terrible. But anyways, oh, first I'm gonna just like spray my scalp, cause you know, you gotta oil up your scalp and all of that. But basically, I dropped a video, what was it? Tuesday. Mind you, that phone, or not that phone, that video has been sitting in my phone for about a couple of weeks, I would say almost a month. And it's mostly because of creator block, right? There's nothing coming out of here no more, that's cool. Creator block, right? Now I'm gonna just massage that oil to my scalp as so. Make sure we get the front, the back, the side, the diagonal, period. But basically, I have been in the biggest like creator content like slump, whether it be on Instagram or TikTok. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff because there's a lot going on. But YouTube was my #1. Like, don't worry, y'all. It's just cranberry pills. Don't worry. It's just cranberry pills. I ain't got the Percocets in the video, but yeah. I just wasn't posting on YouTube. And at first it was like, well, I was in college and you feel like you should have all this content. I just put pressure on myself, like unnecessary pressure when I have like less than 100 subscribers. I'm like, you doing too much for like, my brother's playing video games in the room like next door. So if you hear like a monkey, that's him. So I apologize. I like can tell him to shut up how many times, but he's 14, he don't listen to me. I could already tell, because I have a mirror right here. I could already tell it's probably not going to be the best braid out, but hey, look, it's whatever. It's really whatever. All right, let me stay on one topic at a time. Like, come on, girl. But I just wasn't posting on YouTube, and there were multiple reasons as to why I wasn't specifically posting on YouTube. It was one, like, I always felt bad because I'm like, I record with my phone, I use my AirPods, I edit with iMovie. I'm like, I don't have a vlogging camera. I don't have this. I don't have that. Comparing myself. Again, it's like, why are you comparing yourself? You are just some kid in Philly, or kid from Philly, because I moved, remember. Just trying to like make people smile, you know, entertain people. So that was one of my biggest like insecurities. I used to be really, if you remember, I used to be really insecure about my voice. That I got over because I'm like, girl, of all the talking that you do, you cannot be insecure. I can't be that insecure about my voice because all I do is talk. I just be running my mouth, you know? All I do, even right now. That's what this YouTube channel is about, running my mouth. I was really busy with school. And it wasn't just the fact that like I was in school trying to work. We're gonna talk about that too because I know, it's like, I feel like right now it's like I'm talking to a girl or like I talk to a friend I haven't seen in so long, like, hey girl, like, let me fill you in. Like, this is a FaceTime call, but I don't have to see you, which is good. I don't need to see that. I don't need to see none of that. Anyways, so all of that deterred me. Oh, and I have like my own personal life. Everyone has like stuff that they go to or stuff that they go through. I don't have to sit here and like explain every single thing that's been going on in like a year and a half, but let's just say it's just been a lot, you know, whether it's family, financial, everybody's been going through it. You know, we live in the United States of America, you know, we just stay going through it. And it really sucked because it was like, man, like I feel like this is something that I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel. Even when I was a kid, I've always thought like, oh, like I have such like main character energy. Mind you, I'm like 5 or 6. I didn't know what like the term main character energy meant, but that's like what I was like describing myself as. So I didn't. Or I would have a couple videos and just like delete everything. I know, like, who does that? Just me second guessing myself. But I'm here. That's all that matters, is that I've changed my ways. I've changed a lot. I've grown a lot. I'm just ever evolving, and I just want to like turn whatever negative, positive feelings I have and use that for art. And this is like one of those ways that like I really want to express myself, because again, it's so simple. It's just me and my life. I feel like my life is interesting enough for me to just, whatever. But let me talk about me and myself. Let's spill the tea and some of the biggest like changes since you've seen me last. Number one, I do not go to Penn State Abington no more. Shh. Don't associate me with that school. I'm not affiliated with them. But are you going to see me in Penn State merch? Yeah. Do I have all the shirts? Yes. And do I wear them frequently? Yes, I do. Yep, yes, I do. That was a decision that I made, and it wasn't like a spontaneous thing either. Like, I could have seen, even like in my YouTube videos where I was just like, yeah, I already knew my mind was made up in that moment. It wasn't even like a financial thing either. Like, you would think it's mostly like it was social. Like, remember, I'm like part of the graduating class of 2020, so didn't have a real graduation, didn't have a prom. Like, I felt like I went into college like so not ready. Yeah, I went to Central, a really like college preparatory school, but emotionally, mentally, financially, I was just not ready. I felt like I jumped into territory that I was like not prepared for, and that's a valid and justifiable reason as to why people like shouldn't rush into things instead of wasting my time, wasting everybody else's time, and a commitment that, I wasn't really ready for. So I did take a break for, what was it? The winter, spring that like just passed now. But do not worry, do not fret. Still going for my psych degree at CCP, which if you don't know, it is the Community College of Philadelphia. So that's gonna be great. I start that in the fall because I just want to take the summer out to, just work, make money. Second order of business, since I just mentioned job, girl, I don't even know what job I was at the last time I was talking. It might have been Starbucks at Giant, but right now I'm at Bath and Body Works at the mall. She's cute, she's fun. I'm trying to go for the key holder position in the fall as well. Because why not? It's more money. I already have like such like strong leadership abilities anyways. It's like, why not? Like, girl, go for it. Like, go piss, girl. Like, go. Another thing, mind you, I know I've been like not paying attention, but it's like looking pretty thick, kind of, almost, maybe. Another big thing that has like changed my life for the better, I'm still with my boyfriend, Jimmy, period. I swear, like, it's almost a year now. It's almost a year in July. So like July coming up, it's gonna be a year of us being together. And let me tell you, it does not feel like it's been a year. I feel like I've really like known this man for like, I know my eyebrow like doing something dumb. I feel like I've known this man for like ever. Like he's family. Like I've met his dad. That was super fun. That was so super fun. I'm gonna try to like put pictures up of when I met his dad. That was a really nice thing. He was the first person to take me out on a date. We went to Dave & Buster's for New Year's. That was so fun. Like I just everybody that subscribes to the channel, y'all all invited to the wedding. So all 52 of y'all as of today, all 52 of y'all as of right now, y'all all invited. Come, I don't know what the colors is gonna be yet. Come correct though. I will say, come correct. I'm gonna have I'm gonna make an Amazon registry and I'm gonna just send it to all y'all. Nothing crazy. Just like MacBooks and like, like nothing wild is gonna be in my registry. But I'm super happy with that. What else is? Oh, another thing. Okay, this is kind of like on the serious side. back in January, I started getting really, really, really sick, right? Mind you, like super, super random. And when I like specifically say sick, I don't mean like COVID sick or like, oh, there's an entire rubber band in this one. I didn't even notice. Not like COVID sick, but TMI. So those of you who are like very sensitive to like body fluids or like talking about like hospitals and stuff, like you can skip ahead like a couple of minutes, but I would just like, you know, to the point where it wouldn't just be like how like normal food poisoning is, where it's just like, oh, you get whatever bad food or bad whatever like out of your system. It would be to the point where I would just like do it to the point like where it was just bile, where it's like nothing in my system, but it's just like I have to like do it. So I went to the emergency room in January. Nothing really came from out of that. I actually went to 2 emergency rooms in January. Ever since then, it's just been like going downhill from there. Not really downhill as if like right now I'm fine, I'm chilling. I just had chicken nuggets and mac and cheese, but I got sick again in February and I'm like, okay, like what's going on? Mind you, I'm working at Giant, Starbucks, whatever, and I can't like work, you know? I'm fearful of working, fearful of eating, just really dehydrated, like not like having a good time. And I like eventually just like was like not working no more because of it. Sorry. Are you making YouTube? No, I am YouTube. Like I was saying, I was just like really, really, really sick, and it happened again in February. I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. March goes by, I'm cool. April goes by, I'm super, super cool. Then like a couple weeks later, or no, not a couple weeks later, a couple weeks ago, because it's May, I get super sick again, and I go to the emergency room because at that point it wasn't just like me getting everything out of my system. I started seeing blood in it, and I'm like, oh, like red flag. They give me some wackadoodle diagnosis, and I'm like, no, this is like not it. This is not it at all. Mind you, like when it happened the 3rd time, the most recent one, I'm working at Bath and Body Works. Thank God they were like super, super lenient. They were super cool about it. Like, but biggest downside is that I wasn't working. I'm like, no working equals no money. So no money equals me being poor and sad about being poor. That's like the most recent thing that's like kind of weird, trying to figure out stuff about that, but you know? And then another thing, right? Because I'm telling you, I know how this, I'm getting through my hair, which is looking pretty good, but my Instagram, it was leah._mac. The same thing, or the same one as my YouTube channel, right? And I tried to keep the, you know, Mac community, like, or the Mac name, like, real simple, right? Out of the blue, 2 Wednesdays ago, I'm just sitting here minding my business. Some like weird like Instagram account like DM'd me. All of a sudden, I can't log into my Instagram account. So somebody hacked me so bad, like, and it wasn't just like a regular hacker. I already knew. I could just feel it in my bones because, like, it was one of them crypto people. It was one of those crypto people because they're texting like. Mind you, I made a new page like that same exact, like that same day I made a new Instagram page. Y'all should follow me on that one, LeahMac_. I know, I'm gonna put it like right here. But that old page is out here texting like my family, texting my boyfriend, trying to impersonate me, like on some crypto stuff. Then I saw they was texting my friend, and Bull was basically like he sent her a voice message. I'm like, yo. So you just ID'd yourself as a grown man stealing an Instagram account for crypto. I cried that day. It wasn't the fact that, oh, I was crying because I lost my Instagram account because I'm so like self-absorbed and like, oh, I cared about how many followers I had. Like, no, it was the principle. At that point, like, you ever just had that feeling where you just had so much going on, like stacked on top of each other? That was the camel that broke the straw's back. Cause I'm like, why me of all people? Why? I never gave nobody my password, my email, none of that. So that's just the mystery that you know, the Scooby-Doo gang ain't just never gonna starve. I don't even care no more. It's like, I don't even want that account back. That's like, and I tried to like report it to Instagram. They didn't do nothing. I'm like, so what do you really like, what are you really like doing? You're not doing anything for me. You're not, I keep reporting it like, oh, like they're trying to impersonate me, and they're like, I'm like, I have irrefutable evidence. Like, Bull is sending people voice messages. Like, that is not, if I were to sit here and play the video, it's gonna be funny because you think that's me? Y'all think that's me? No. Who are you fooling, sis? Because it's not me, it's not nobody. But that was a head scratcher. It was a head scratcher every day, especially because of how quickly everything happened. I'm like, all I see was that like, oh, you've been locked out. Strange new device in Washington, D.C. is logging into your account. And I'm looking at myself like, I'm not in Washington, D.C. I am in Glenside, PA. I keep saying Philadelphia because I'm so used to just being like, oh, I'm in Philly, you know, Philly girl, uptown girl. But yeah, in that moment, I'm like, yeah, I'm not in Washington, D.C. Who is this? Like, and then boom, my account like was gone. I had to start all the way over. I think as of right now, while I'm recording, I'm at like 400 some followers, which I like, that's nothing I really sit there and like care about. You know, again, that's nothing that like was pressing me. But one thing I was worried about was, if y'all don't know Jovoda, her name is Jovoda. She's off of, I like first saw her off of TikTok. She's super, super funny. She makes like the, you know, like cultural TikToks. She was following me from my old account because I like was interacting with her a lot. She first followed me on TikTok, then we became mutuals on Instagram, and then we started texting each other, and we're like real cool like associates, right? I was so scared because I'm like, oh man, if I follow her from my new page, she gonna think like, oh, like, I don't know, like, but she followed me back, and I was like, oh my god. And then like I texted her, I was like, yeah, my old account got hacked, and like, you know, if you could just like report it. And she was like, no, I totally understand. And I was just like, oh my god, because I was scared. Like, one of the things, like, while everything was going on in that moment, I was scared. I was like, oh man, like my famous friends, like kind of like stupid. I'm like, no, all the famous friends I made, like, no. But it's all good. Everything is coming back slowly and steadily. Just like how, like, one positive thing from that, like, is the fact that I could really start over on my platform and really like use my Instagram and my Twitter to my advantage. So I could like, you know, promote my YouTube and all that good stuff. Cause I'm not saying like I would ever be like a content creator 100%, like 24/7, 365, like quit my job and just do YouTube. But this is like something fun, and if I ever like got big enough to like monetize and profit off of, this is a nice little side hustle, you know? Get in front of a camera, do some stuff, say some things, know some people, you know? Like, I might not be like extremely talented, but I know how to talk. Okay. Oh, it's looking like something. It's looking like something. That I will say. I will say. I'm not gonna hate yet, but luckily I ain't going nowhere. Please do not worry. I'm not going nowhere no time soon. I was off of work today, off of work tomorrow, so I just wanted to take these out, let my hair breathe, and, you know, and just sit here and chit chat with you guys. I think I'm gonna actually finish these 3 off the camera so I can like wrap this up, because this is already like 18 minutes. Be right back. All right, I'm back. I've been trying to like finger comb it, and then like I was trying to like wet the ends, because I know for a fact that like, especially towards the front, my ends is like I already knew for a fact when I was braiding them, like it wasn't gonna braid all the way down because some pieces were shorter than the other. So I'm trying to like artificially like, you know, do something. But if I like look past the ugly part and like look at the good, first of all, my roots is like thicker than a Snicker. My fault, y'all. I know I need to get my hair done professionally. I get it, as in myself. But yeah, again, this wasn't like a hair tutorial. This was really just me talking about, you know, what's been going on the last couple of months. But I guess my big takeaway, because, you know, everything gotta be a lesson, you know, you gotta learn from some stuff. When it comes to like insecurities and stuff, most of the time, like, you're really like thinking way too hard about yourself. Whatever dream or goal or passion you want, girl, go get that degree. Make that YouTube video. make that Instagram channel, or like, you know, just do what your heart desires, because at the end of the day, like, nobody got your back more than yourself. You gotta be your own number one cheerleader. And yeah, that's all really I gotta say. Y'all gonna see me again talk my head off, but in the meantime, I love y'all. You know, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back, man, yo. And y'all see how my mom walked in here all ghetto? She didn't even knock. I could have been like rude, the rudeness, but I don't know. Probably not gonna put an intro, or not intro, outro. So eat a duck.